Alright, today I'm going to be syncing the carbs. Last night I fixed the leak in the number 3 carb and 4 carb. I ended up resetting the floats for all the carbs because they were all really close to the gasket. Even some of the gaskets themselves were just completely soaked in fuel, so I was guessing that the fuel level was just a little too high. When I changed the float levels, all my leaks went away. Everything seems to be running pretty smooth. So I've already calibrated the Sync Pro here, and I've actually already done the calibration. I just kind of wanted to show it running and show the Sync Pro output, how close I got each carburetor. There's no actual battery in this guy yet. I'm using a lawnmower battery. Starter doesn't work. I haven't looked into that yet, but kickstart seems to be fine. Alright, so pretty close. Even the tiniest adjustments I've been making, this is about as good as I can get it. But I think that's pretty decent. I've been looking at other videos of people syncing their carbs, and they aren't too far off from that, so I'm not too disappointed in it. If once I get everything kind of wrapped up, I get the engine cleaned and change spark plugs and all that crap. I still gotta change these wires out and I'm gonna change all this electrical out. I'm gonna try to make it as streamlined and update all this stuff and try to hide it as much as possible. I'm gonna try to strip this guy down to as much as I can. But once I get all that stuff done and clean this and put it all back together, if I got the time and the willpower, maybe I'll go in and see if I can get it a little bit closer, but I'm guessing I'm just gonna want to be riding this thing, so that seems to be good enough. So now that that's all done, I think today, at least for the rest of the day, I'm going to be working on the brakes. So these guys are pretty much locked up, I think. I can kind of hear the pad scraping on this plate when I'm moving this around, but I think I'm just gonna take these two calipers off, front and back, and try to rebuild those, at least take them apart and clean them up. I don't have any of the replacement parts yet, because I really don't know what I can reuse yet, but I'm gonna investigate that today, figure out what to do afterwards. I'm still deciding what to do with the air box. I'm really scared to go to pods. just because of all the trouble I hear people having. I hear the flip side to that, but then I also got to go back into these guys and rejet them, and damn, I just don't want to do that. Maybe as a future enhancement, I might do that. I haven't decided yet. I mean, I don't really like the look of the airbox, because once I strip everything down pretty much to the bare minimum, I think this is just gonna look super stupid. Because I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the tank. This guy actually has a small leak still. You can kind of see a drip there, some fuel. I tried to repair some of these with JB Weld, these little holes. As you can see, it's starting to bubble. So it really didn't work as well as I thought. So if I can get a welder, I think what I'll do is just freaking weld those things shut. Like, you know, any person that wants to do it right is gonna do it that way. But after I used a little bit of the Metal Rescue, and man, this thing just inside cleaned up really well. There's a lot of rust and stuff in there, but even though can't really see it in here, but even though I used that Metal Rescue, you can kind of see it down here. There's just a little bit of rust still coming through the fuel, even though you can't really see it. It's just so fine. But it's a good thing that, and I would recommend anybody that's kind of cleaning up a bike like this, definitely use one of these, because from what I've been reading, that shit will just wreak havoc on the engine. So my next video, hopefully I'll have these guys off and get these things cleaned up. Probably gonna order all new brake lines. I don't really know what to do with this guy. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I can replace that or not. Try to clean that up as much as possible. But yeah, it's coming along pretty well. So, until my next video, I'll see you guys later.